Deadpool is now funding the Avengers, is filthy rich and world famous. What happened in Marvel? Welcome to the Complete Story Series, where we take trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then review it automatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. This is Deadpool's newest run, and all new, all different Marvel. Things are vastly different from before the Secret Wars, so let's see what's going on. Deadpool comes flying in a wingsuit and opens a parachute before hooking a grappling line to a building and pulling himself up. He then lowers himself onto the glass windows where he cuts open a circle and he walks in, melting the wall and grabbing the flash drive that he's after. That's when behind him, the White Fox stops him. She kicks at him and he dodges before hitting her in the back. Then after his next dodge, she kicks him into the wall and pulls off his mask, where she's shocked to see how handsome he is. Name's Bourne, James Bourne. But perhaps you know me by my superhero codename, Solo? Nope, never heard of you. Solo leans in to give White Fox a kiss, and then an explosion goes off behind him and he jumps out the window waving goodbye. White Fox then shows him that she took the flash drive from him. You're really good at this, you know? Did you even really want to kiss me? Meanwhile, two other individuals in Deadpool costumes are arguing about their jobs, and two other ones are at a kid's bar mitzvah. Even still, there's another Deadpool using a giant hammer to smash a potential thief's head in. Oh, and there's another one in lockup in New York, and yet another one in the background of a hostage video killing the kidnappers. But the one who rescued the man with the kidnappers, that's the real Deadpool. And he tells the man that he just rescued that no one hired him for this gig. He did this because he saw the man's daughter on the news. So if anyone asks, the man paid a lot of money for this rescue because no one can know that he did this for free. You see, Deadpool is now world famous and he has an appearance to keep up. So he hired a bunch of his superhero and villain buddies to pretend to be him so that he could take every job that came his way. Sales from his merchandise are even funding the Avengers now, or at least the Steve Rogers group of them. There is a total of 6 Deadpools running around, but only one real one. But with this new life came a price though. He's pissed off his wife Shikla by ignoring her, and his daughter Ellie is being watched over by Preston, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that he used to work with who is now residing in a robot's body. After a gig in which Deadpool's crew kicks a bunch of frat guys out of a house, they realize that they haven't been paid and they take these complaints to Deadpool himself. The problem is, Deadpool is now spending his money far too quickly, and he isn't making enough, but he tells his crew that he'll fix this. So while they run off on another free mission, Adsit, a man that once worked for S.H.I.E.L.D. and aided Deadpool in his efforts, decides that he needs to talk to Deadpool. You see, during the original Sin event, he learned the dark truth of what happened to Deadpool's parents, and since Deadpool just announced to the world that he intends to find his parents' killers, Adsit feels that it's time to tell Deadpool that it was he himself who killed his own parents. Adsit heads over to Deadpool's headquarters where he's allowed upstairs and he enters Deadpool's room, intent on finally telling Deadpool the truth. He has Wade sit down and he reveals the truth to him, that back then under Butler's influence he killed his own parents. He then turns around to see Deadpool is happy with this information. Adsit is so relieved he goes to hug his old friend, and that's when Deadpool literally stabs him in the back. As Adsit hits the ground, he pulls Deadpool's mask off and asks, "Who are you?" Because that man is not Deadpool. He is a man in the Deadpool mask, and now he has some rather interesting information on Deadpool himself. At that same time, the police bring Deadpool in for questioning because the zoning commissioner was shot, and he's telling everyone that Deadpool shot him. The fake Deadpool has been busy. But the fake Deadpool has no idea that the real Deadpool turned in the zoning commissioner for demanding a bribe. So the police believe Wade when he says that he actually wasn't involved. Because why would Wade turn the man in and then shoot him? But this gives Wade the idea to draw out the wolf in sheep's clothing. He asks the police officers to continue acting as though they've arrested him, because the fake guy has no idea that his plan isn't working. The bus begins driving Deadpool to court, and that's when he sees it. Exactly what he's looking for. The fake Deadpool is aiming a rocket launcher at him. It was all an ambush, except Wade knew it was coming. He stops the bus short and he jumps outside, watching the missile hit the ground in front of them. "You wanted me? You got me." He yells to the fake and he chases them through a building as he's firing an SMG back at him with a brrrap. Wade dodges it and he chases the guy to the roof where he grabs a cinder block and he throws it at the fake Deadpool's head, knocking him out. He then walks up and the fake opens his eyes, tripping Wade. He then handcuffs Wade with a loose handcuff to a nearby pipe. "I'm gonna kill you!" Wade shouts back at him, and he breaks his own hand to get free, and he starts chasing the fake again. The two of them end up in a stairwell shooting at each other, but as the fake runs for the front door, Wade comes across someone else in a Deadpool costume chained up. He slips the mask off, and he finds a barely breathing Adsit. And that's when he realizes, whoever this guy is, he's messing with him bad. The fake gets away, so Deadpool comes up with another plan. Since the fake is pretending to be him, he'll get all of his guys to change their Deadpool costume colors. We now have a blue, violet, green, orange, purple, and yellow Deadpool. Deadpools for all! He tells them all to be safe out there and shoot any Deadpools that they see on sight. So, the blue Deadpool shoots him. I deserve that. But the situation is beginning to get worse as random citizens are now throwing on Deadpool masks and fighting it out, declaring, "Do it for Deadpool!" Someone is driving them insane. Once all of Deadpool's men drop all of these fake Deadpools with fake Deadpool masks, and they remove their masks, Wade sees that one of them is actually Bob, and he realizes that this is all a part of fake Deadpool's plans, and that's when he puts it together. Bob is holding a piece of Madcap's costume. Madcap is actually one of the people on Deadpool's Mercs for Hires, and Madcap spent a significant amount of time trapped in Wade's head. A long time ago, Madcap and Wade were fighting, and Thor got in the middle of it by striking them both with lightning. They then healed back up into one person. Madcap was in Wade's head for years until Thor did it again, separating them. But the damage was done. Wade's head and memories are not for the faint of heart. While Wade doesn't want to believe it's Madcap, it can't be anyone else. So Steve Rogers and Wade drive to Madcap's apartment, and inside, they see all of Wade's memories drawn on the walls. Madcap's actual power is to turn people insane along with his healing abilities, and right now, he is off in New York making everyone think that they are Deadpool. Everyone wants to feel his love. Wade devises a plan to get the fake's attention, and he brings his little girl Ellie to the rooftop of his building. Ellie wants to know what's going on though. First, Wade sailed away with her and then changed his mind and sent everyone away. Is he mad at her? Did she do something wrong? It's not her, he explains. There's a very bad man trying to kill him, and he wants to use her to get that man. That's when they hear it. Blam, blam, blam! 3 shots are fired. As the bullets get closer and closer to Ellie, instantly she is picked up and brought all the way out to New Jersey by Quicksilver helping out as a Avenger friend. Even though Ellie was bait, she's safe, and Deadpool knows where Madcap is, so he runs over to his location and throws the both of them off of the roof. While this is going on, Deadpool's Mercs for Hire are successfully wrapping up all of the poor civilians that Madcap sent to their own deaths. "It's over, Madcap!" Wade shouts as they hit a car in the street. Wade begins tearing off Madcap's mask and beating on him, but he also has a healing factor, so no matter how many times Wade breaks his face or stabs him, Madcap comes back. He then gets Wade to the ground and he shoots him through the head multiple times. That's when another fake Deadpool arrives named Massacre, and he cuts off Madcap's head. Then Massacre begins cutting up the Madcap pieces into various littler pieces. Stingray lands in front of them with his own plan to put the pieces of Madcap into a box so that when he heals, he can't get out. But Madcap isn't done yet, and he begins moving the pieces of his body, and he breaks Stingray's kneecap, and then he grabs a gun off of Deadpool's belt, the only gun that could probably kill Deadpool, a Chitauri hand cannon. It disintegrates whatever it hits. He turns it to Deadpool, and then with a smile, he turns it to himself. Hey Wade, do you think I'll regenerate from the molecular level? I think I will. He then shoots himself. Wade is standing there in shock, and Preston runs over, hitting him across the head. Don't you ever use Ellie as bait again. He stands back up and a fan runs over, grabbing his mask off of his own head. He turns to yell at the guy, but he sees a billboard with his face on it selling a drink. The slogan is, "Because you deserve it." He smirks at the irony of the situation, and then takes a selfie with one of the fans before walking back into his building and smashing the glass on all of his own pictures. This is issues 1 through 5 of the all-new, all-different Deadpool, and I hope you guys enjoyed it because I'm really liking where it's going so far. We'll be doing a lot more Deadpool real soon because I love Deadpool and there's a movie out there. Did you know about that? I'll see you guys next time right here.